The announcement of FNaF VR Help Wanted 2 a few months ago left a lot of FNaF fans, including myself, really excited to see what Steelwool had in store for us in the sequel to one of the most popular FNaF games to date. Recently, and I think still now, Help Wanted 2 has made an appearance at PAX West with a bunch of awesome props from the games, as well as a set with Circus Baby's head and Eclipse from Ruin in a vent in an office blocked by caution tape. Not only that though, in the FNaF booth at PAX West, there was actually a demo that you could play of the game which contained 3 levels. I honestly really wish I would have been able to go and play for myself, but obviously I wasn't able to for a few reasons, one being school starting very soon, and another being that I legitimately don't have a passport and can't leave the country anyway, so I can't go to the States even if there were no other inconveniences, but there are. Either way, I'm really happy with the news that PAX West provided us, and in this video, while I don't have footage of the levels or anything, I'll be discussing what the levels are and ideas that I have regarding the story and other levels of the game. This isn't going to be a very long video, I just wanted to talk about the news that we've gotten and my own ideas because I think it's interesting. Only 3 levels were revealed at PAX West, which makes sense, but the levels shown were very interesting in my opinion. One level was a carousel with Moon as the main antagonist, one level was a whack-a-mole with Bonbon, Plush Baby, Helpy, and Bonette, and the last one was a VR recreation of Funtime Freddy's breaker room section of Sister Location. What's questionable here is how the Funtime Freddy one works. Since the trailer shows the Sister Location elevator, it seems like we'll be going through the rental facility, and that seems to imply that Sister Location will be its own section of the game. Bellora's jump scare is also there, which implies that we will have to crawl through Bellora Gallery to get to the Funtime Freddy breaker room. It's certainly possible it'll only be some levels from Sister Location, kinda like how Funtime Foxy was in FNaF VR 1, but I think we may be getting Sister Location as its own set of minigames. However, the breaker room level is supposedly different to how it is in Sister Location, so it may be its own thing, or it could just be Sister Location with some slightly altered levels. In any case, what other FNaF games could we see? I think it's definitely possible that we will see FNaF 6, but I don't think that we'd get the simulation part. I think FNaF 6 will be its own set of minigames, but I think it would only include the office gameplay section. I will say though that since this is a collection of minigames, there's a very good chance that we will be seeing the FNaF 6 salvage sections as their own set of minigames as well, which would definitely be interesting. The only thing about that I will say is that as its own set of minigames, it may get a little repetitive, kinda like the Plush Trap and Nightmare BB levels were in FNaF VR, but it would just depend on the execution. I think we could also potentially get a designated FNaF 4 section rather than just FNaF 4 based minigames like we got in Help Wanted. Having nights 1 to 5 from FNaF 4 would be cool to see in Help Wanted 2, and while we've already played Night 5 in Help Wanted 1, we've also already done Funtime Foxy, and as I said, we'll likely be doing that again in the Sister Location minigames. But here's an idea. What if the breaker room minigame actually is a separate thing, and what if we don't get Sister Location in VR? The reason I'm saying this is because the facility elevator is definitely different in the trailer. Obviously it's a cinematic, so it may not be entirely accurate to the game, or more likely it's just an upgraded design, but is it possible that the minigames we get in Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental are their own thing? What if we play as someone else going through Sister Location? This would allow for the Funtime Freddy level to be its own thing, while also not making us do the Funtime Foxy level after we already did it in the first game. Who knows for sure, it's just an idea. But there's something else in the trailer that I think is a lot more interesting. In the Help Wanted 2 reveal trailer, a poster on the wall on the bottom left of the elevator shows an image of the Whack-A-Mole, Bonbon, and Bonette minigame called Bonkabon, which we now know, and this was an early hint at one of the minigames that we would obviously see in the game. And now that we have confirmation that this minigame exists, I started to wonder, is it possible that the rest of the elevator is also showing minigames from the game? So I checked the elevator again, and sure enough, there's 2 other things that could hint at potential minigames. There's a poster of Baby with ice cream that says Stay Cool, which could potentially hint at some sort of minigame with Baby, but more importantly, as everyone has been talking about, the conduit task from Ruin appears at the bottom right of the elevator. This could hint that Help Wanted 2 will contain minigames that feature a Faz Wrench and these conduit tasks. What exactly these minigames will be is questionable, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened. The last thing I want to talk about is an idea that I had about how the game could progress. I've talked about it before, but I was pretty sure that since this is Help Wanted 2, that it would be like the first Help Wanted featuring a collection of minigames. Now we know that to be the case, but that also implies that it is once again a game in-universe, which is pretty interesting. What I'm wondering though is how it will progress. This isn't really a theory or prediction, more of just a hypothesis or just an idea that I had that would be kind of cool. It isn't really even a hypothesis because that kind of implies that like it's a prediction. It's just an idea that I had, and I feel like it could be cool if it's done right. I'm like 99% sure this isn't how it was in the demo, but maybe it could be different in the final game. Who knows? My idea is, what if we start the game in Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental, which not only is an area for minigames, but is also the hub world? What if rather than using a monitor to pick different minigames, we have to actually go to those locations in the facility? Maybe some levels you would have to actually use a monitor for, the ones that like aren't connected to sister location, but wouldn't it be cool if you just had to walk around the facility and maybe even find the minigames? It could either be really cool or really stupid, but I'll let you guys decide which one. It could tie into FNaF 4 since those locations are obviously connected to sister locations, so if FNaF 4 is made into minigames in Help Wanted 2, maybe we can find the observation rooms in the facility. Maybe that would even tie into how certain levels are blocked until you beat certain ones. Like you can't get to FNaF 4 if you haven't already beaten the Ennard Night yet or something. That's not what I'm expecting or anything, it's just an example. But personally, I think the idea could be cool if it's done right. But do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to, and let me know how excited you are for Help Wanted 2. It's apparently coming out around December-ish according to an employee at PAX West, so yeah, I'm excited for that. But that's all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!